Just got back from Prove It. Wanted to shoot a quick video to show you how to get started with i3X. So when Walker asked how many people were going to download i3X Explorer and get started, 90% of the room raised their hand. I get it. I'm the same way. I need to get my hands on stuff, so I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. Just get connected to HighByte with i3X Explorer and kind of get started. Everything is alpha, right? So don't put any of this in production. We're working on the spec now. Things will break. So the first thing you want to do, we'll put the links in the video description, but go to find the i3X Explorer at this URL, Ace Technologies. So you want to go here and download any one of these ones. I use the portable one, but if you have Windows or Mac specific, they have installers. So you want to grab that. Once that's on, you'll want to also grab HighByte. So if you go in to our website, go to account login. If you don't have an account, create one. You'll get an email and you can sign up. If you already have one, you can go to download software, account login. Oops. Go to account login. There we go. Download the product. And if you scroll all the way down, you can get the beta. It's a beta, kind of an alpha. I don't think we really have a different tag here, but that's fine. Just know that don't put this in production. But this is, download this. This will come as a zip. To get that started, I threw it here and unzip that here. So you want to jump into that folder, go into runtime, and double click the start Windows script. Now you will need Java 25. The user guide covers how to do that if you don't have the JVM installed. So this is going to boot it up, and we will navigate to localhost 45.245, and there's no login, so you'll just log in there. Now you also want to start i3X, so Explorer, so that it'll look an icon like this. So just double click that. It can take a minute to start because the portable version takes a little longer, but we'll give that a second. While that's going, we'll jump into HighByte. We have to enable the server. So if you go into i3X here, it's disabled, so you want to jump to the settings and turn that on. And you'll get a warning, but okay. So now i3X is up and going. Navigate back here. You don't use this UI. Again, this is alpha. This is all going to change, but just note that it's enabled. The last thing you'll need to do before you can actually connect is create a token, bearer auth for bearer auth. So you can create a new user. This is just for development purposes or just playing around. Go to the administrator user, go to API keys, create a new one. To call it i3X. It has an expiration date by default. You can just clear that and then copy this token. And I'm going to copy it into Notepad just in case. So i3X Explorer is up. What you'll want to do, it won't have this URL by default because I ran through this quick before. So HTTP 127.0.0.1, so localhost 8885 is the default port. You can change that in settings, but that's the default. And then i3X is the extension. And then you'll want to set this to bearer token and then paste in what you had. And then hit connect. As soon as you see that tree, you've connected. It's HTTP, so there's not really a connection, but you're starting to make queries. That tree will mostly be empty except for the quote-unquote HighByte namespace. So this is just our internal namespace. You could go find inputs and connections that are defined in the system, which there are none at the moment. So we got to go put a little bit of stuff in HighByte to get this going. So I'm just going to show a quick example of a model thing. So I'm just going to create a test model. I'm going to give it X, Y, Z attributes and just not care about data types. I'm going to create an instance of that model, and I'm going to I could do all of them, but I'm just going to have one of them return a random value. So I set it to expression random, and then I'm going to go to namespaces and I'm going to create one. I'll call it Portland R&D, and then I'll just call it desk. And you can drag and drop in here, so I can reorder that. And then on the reference panel, I'll go to the instance I created and just fill that in. And now if I do a test read, I should get really simple, right? Really simple example. But now if I go back to i3X Explorer and I extend this, I might have to disconnect. Yeah, we'll fix that later. But yeah, so I reconnect, and then I can see R&D desk. I thought that was fixed. I thought I said at the show that was fixed, but apparently it's not. So I apologize to Travis for saying that, from Ignition, to saying we fixed that. Maybe I didn't, or I'm off a different version. But anyway, that's the flow. So you can see this is the data here. You can subscribe, and you can stream. So this is a SSE stream, which is down in the specs. So it says data changes, then it's streaming, and then you can also stop and poll. Oops. Which means it'll poll on an interval. So just two different ways to do the subscription piece. And the other part is if you go under namespaces, you'll see your test model in there as there's not much in there because I didn't set data types or anything else, but it's JSON schema. And that's the basics. You could go beyond that, build up more complex namespaces, import more models, import Sesame models, do all that, but this is enough to get you started. One more thing, if you're in here, this is it's cool. You can go into toggle developer tools and you'll see kind of the Chrome tools on the side, and as you click around you can view the HTTP request. So the best thing to do, if you get errors, it's really, you can go in here and kind of see what the actual error is and help diagnose it and use an LLM or whatever else you need. But that should be it. It's enough to get you going. It's all alpha. We're going to break it, but get your hands on it, start playing with it, start getting the concepts. Oh, last thing, there is a way to wire in history. I'm not going to show this part of this demo because I'm already probably over what I wanted to do, but we'll include that later. All right. Cheers.